You do not have to carry this alone. Right now, your heart is centered on your child, not on your schedule, not on your responsibilities, not even on your own needs. Your thoughts are focused on them, their emotions, their quiet moments, their sleep, the way they process the world around them. Perhaps you have sensed something subtle, a little tension in their voice, a slight hesitation when the lights go off at night, a question that lingers longer than it used to. And as a parent, you feel it deeply. You want their heart to remain light. You want their mind to feel steady. You want them to grow up secure. Psalm 91 says, "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty." That word rest carries depth. It does not describe escaping reality. It describes stability within it. It describes a heart that feels safe enough to breathe slowly. It describes confidence that is not loud, but anchored. You desire that kind of peace for your child. You want them to wake up without unnecessary worry. You want their imagination to remain healthy and balanced. You want them to walk into new environments without feeling overwhelmed. That longing inside you is not weakness. It is love shaped into responsibility. Psalm 91 begins with dwelling. Dwelling means remaining, staying positioned under something steady. Peace is not built in dramatic moments. It is built in consistent atmosphere. Children are remarkably sensitive to atmosphere. They sense tone before they understand language. They borrow calm from the adults who guide them. When leadership is steady, their world feels safer. Before we continue, take a slow breath. The way you carry yourself matters more than you realize. Your calm becomes their calm. Your steadiness becomes their reference point. When you speak about God with quiet confidence, they learn that faith is stable, not fragile. Father, I lift this child before you with gratitude and trust. You see their developing thoughts. You see their emotions forming day by day. You see the questions they may not even know how to articulate. I ask that your presence would become familiar to them, not distant, not abstract, but steady and near. Let them dwell in your shelter. Guard their thoughts from unnecessary anxiety. Guard their heart from subtle fears. Teach them early that they are not alone in any room they enter. Rest does not mean life will never feel busy. It means the heart remains anchored even when activity surrounds it. A child can grow up in a fast-moving world and still carry a quiet spirit if they feel secure inside. Lord, I pray specifically over their nights. When the lights are turned off and the house becomes quiet, let your nearness feel gentle. If their mind begins to wander, guide it back to calm. If they replay conversations or small worries, soften those edges. Slow their breathing. Let sleep come naturally. Let their room feel peaceful and safe. Children often process more than they express. Words spoken consistently over them shape internal patterns. Help this parent listening right now speak steady reassurance. Words like, "You are safe," "You are loved," "God is near." Let those simple truths become anchors in unseen places of this child's heart. Psalm 91 was written in uncertain times, yet it carries no panic. It carries confidence. It speaks of refuge, shelter, faithfulness. It does not exaggerate danger. It emphasizes presence. That is what your child needs most. Not a life free from challenge, but the assurance of a presence that does not fluctuate. When Scripture says they will rest in the shadow of the Almighty, it describes closeness. A shadow only appears when someone stands near. Your child is not being watched from a distance. They are held in attentive presence. Father, Let this child grow up aware that you are near. When they enter new environments, let them feel steady. When they face social pressure, help them respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Build resilience without hardness. Build courage without fear. Shape their identity with stability rather than uncertainty. As a parent, remember this gently. Peace in a child grows through repetition, not intensity. Consistency shapes confidence. When reassurance is steady, security becomes natural. I have seen that children do not become secure because everything around them is perfect. They become secure because leadership around them is calm and reliable. When your tone remains measured, they internalize steadiness. When you choose trust over alarm, they learn balance. Lord, strengthen this parent. Give patience when days feel long. Give clarity when decisions feel heavy. Remind them that small daily faithfulness shapes long-term stability. Peace often grows quietly. It may look like slightly deeper sleep, slightly calmer responses, slightly quicker recovery after disappointment. Do not let them overlook gradual growth. Guide this child's friendships. Surround them with influences that encourage growth. Help them recognize kindness and integrity. Teach them empathy. Teach them to pause before speaking. Teach them to consider before reacting. Let them grow wise without becoming anxious. There is power in simple habits. A nightly blessing. A calm hand resting gently on their shoulder. A steady voice saying, "You are safe. You are loved. God is near." Over time, those words shape internal frameworks. Frameworks create stability. You cannot control every environment they will enter, but you can anchor their identity before they enter it. Anchoring is stronger than control. When they know where they dwell, they carry that understanding with them. Stay with me as we continue, because peace built today becomes strength for tomorrow. What you are building in your child right now may not always be visible, but it is forming structure beneath the surface. Psalm 91 carries a tone that is calm and assured. It does not rush. It does not exaggerate. It speaks of someone who chooses to dwell, someone who remains positioned under something steady. That positioning changes everything. When a child learns that they dwell under God's shelter, they are not just memorizing a verse, they are developing a reference point. That reference point becomes clarity when emotions feel confusing. It becomes steadiness when environments change. It becomes restraint when impulsive reactions would otherwise take over. Peace is not a small blessing. It is foundational strength built quietly over time. Father, I ask that this child would grow up with a steady awareness of your nearness. Let that awareness feel natural. When they wake in the morning, let their thoughts lean toward confidence. When they prepare for the day ahead, let them feel grounded. When they walk into school, into conversations, into new responsibilities, let them carry calm with them. Children observe more than we realize. They study tone. They absorb rhythm. They mirror emotional responses. When you remain steady in uncertain moments, you are teaching them more than instruction ever could. You are modeling what dwelling looks like. You are showing them that faith is not dramatic. It is anchored. Psalm 91 speaks of faithfulness as protection. Faithfulness is dependable. It does not fluctuate with mood. It remains consistent. Lord, let your faithfulness become the quiet expectation in this child's life. Let them assume that they are guided. Let them assume that they are supported. Let them assume that their steps are seen. Peace grows through repetition, not intensity. It grows when reassurance is steady and calm. It grows when truth is spoken consistently, without alarm. Words matter. Tone matters. You are safe. You are loved. God is near. Spoken gently, spoken often, spoken without urgency. Over time, those words shape internal structure. Father, guard this child's developing mind. In a world filled with stimulation and information, give them balance. Help them focus without becoming overwhelmed. Help them enjoy curiosity without losing grounding. Shape their imagination with light and creativity rather than fear. Let their thoughts be ordered and healthy. Strengthen this parent listening right now. When they feel uncertain, give them perspective. When they feel tired, give them renewed patience. When they question whether their daily efforts matter, reassure them that steady leadership leaves lasting impressions. Even the smallest habits repeated daily shape lifelong patterns. Teach this child emotional balance. When they feel frustration, help them pause before reacting. When they feel disappointment, help them process without self-criticism. When they feel excitement, help them remain centered. Emotional steadiness is learned slowly. It develops in safe environments where correction is measured and affirmation is sincere. Psalm 91 also describes covering. Covering suggests warmth and closeness. It suggests care that is attentive but not overwhelming. Lord, let this child experience your covering in ways that feel natural and reassuring. Let them associate your presence with calm rather than intensity. Let them understand that security does not need to be loud. It can be steady. You cannot walk beside them in every hallway. You cannot sit in every classroom. But you can shape the inner voice they carry with them. That voice should speak truth. It should speak stability. It should speak reassurance. Father, shape their inner dialogue. Replace harsh judgment with balanced reflection. Replace insecurity with identity rooted in love. Peace today prepares them for tomorrow. When children feel secure, they do not cling out of fear. When they feel valued, they do not search recklessly for validation. Stability at home becomes discernment outside the home. The calm they learn now becomes wisdom later. Lord, guide their friendships carefully. Surround them with peers who encourage growth and kindness. Help them recognize patterns that are healthy. Give them discernment without fear. Let them become a steady presence in the lives of others. And for this parent, remember gently, you are not called to eliminate every obstacle. You are called to provide consistent leadership. You are shaping resilience, not fragility. You are modeling trust, not control. Peace grows where leadership is calm and measured. Father, continue building strength in this child. Teach them patience. Teach them responsibility appropriate to their age. Teach them gratitude in small things. Gratitude reinforces peace. It reminds the heart of what is steady rather than what is uncertain. When transitions come, new grades, new environments, new expectations, let this child carry calm forward. Let change feel manageable because their foundation is firm. Let them remember that dwelling in your shelter is not seasonal. It is constant. And as we continue, help this parent trust the process of gradual growth. Not every improvement will be dramatic. Sometimes peace appears quietly, slightly better sleep, slightly calmer reactions, slightly more confidence in unfamiliar situations. Celebrate progress, even when it is subtle. Father, Thank you for shaping this child with intention. Thank you for guiding this parent with wisdom. Continue forming a home atmosphere where calm leadership and steady faith create lasting stability. Let this child grow up knowing that peace is not fragile. It is built patiently, sustained consistently, and strengthened over time. Stay steady. Peace planted now becomes confidence later, and confidence rooted in truth becomes resilience that carries through life. As we continue, I want you to think beyond tonight and beyond this week. Think about the person your child is becoming. Peace in childhood is not only comfort, it is preparation. The calm they learn now becomes confidence later. The reassurance they receive now becomes discernment in seasons you cannot yet see. Psalm 91 does not promise a life without change. It promises presence. God says, "I will be with him." Presence is what turns uncertainty into steadiness. Presence is what allows a heart to stay composed when circumstances shift. Father, let this child grow up with a steady awareness that you are near. When they feel unsure, remind them they are accompanied. When they face something unfamiliar, let their breathing slow instead of racing. When challenges come, let their first instinct be reflection, not fear. Build in them a quiet confidence that does not depend on applause or approval. Peace is deliberate. It is formed by small, faithful moments repeated over time. The bedtime blessing, the calm correction, the reassuring tone, the consistent reminder that they are loved and seen. Those moments accumulate. They shape patterns, and patterns shape identity. Strengthen this parent to remain steady in those small moments. When they feel tempted to overreact, give restraint. When they feel anxious about the future, give perspective. Help them lead from faith rather than worry. Their emotional rhythm becomes the background music of their child's development. Teach this child responsibility that fits their age. As they mature, give them opportunities to choose within wise guidance. Let learning feel constructive, not crushing. Confidence grows when children are trusted with responsibility that matches their capacity. Guard their sense of worth. In a culture that measures value through comparison and performance, anchor their identity in truth. Let them know they are loved before they achieve anything. Let them understand mistakes do not define them. Let correction build them rather than shame them. Shape their inner voice. When they reflect, let it be honest but kind. When they set goals, let them pursue excellence without harsh self-condemnation. When setbacks happen, let them recover with resilience rather than discouragement. Guide their friendships. Let them recognize loyalty and integrity. Help them step back from influences that disturb their peace. Give courage to choose well even when it feels unpopular. Let them be known as steady, thoughtful, and kind. And for this parent listening, let reassurance settle in your heart. Steady faithfulness matters. You are not required to control every outcome. You are called to cultivate a strong foundation. Psalm 91 speaks of dwelling, and dwelling implies staying, long-term positioning under a covering of calm truth. Teach this child to pause before reacting, to think before speaking, and to breathe before responding. These small disciplines become lifelong strengths. Emotional steadiness is learned in an environment where leadership is consistent. Let gratitude become part of their rhythm. Gratitude reinforces peace because it turns attention toward what is steady. Help them notice small blessings and appreciate simple moments. Prepare this child for transitions that will come, new stages, new environments, greater independence. Let independence grow alongside wisdom. Let confidence remain quiet and anchored. As we close this part of the prayer, I bless this child with calm strength. May they carry steadiness into their days and rest into their nights. May they remember again and again that they dwell under your shelter. And may you, as their parent, remain steady in love. Father, I pray over this child's mind during the day. When they are learning, give focus. When they are corrected, give humility without shame. When they are praised, give gratitude without pride. Let their emotions be understood, not ignored, and let them feel safe to speak honestly at home. Give them language for what they feel, and give this parent patience to listen. I pray over the moments when they are away from you, in classrooms, on playgrounds, in conversations, and in silent moments when no adult sees their thoughts. Let your presence be the quiet stabilizer. If they feel lonely, remind them they are not alone. If they feel pressured to fit in, strengthen their identity. If they feel misunderstood, guide them toward wise words and safe relationships. Lord, guard what enters their heart through screens and voices. Help this family choose what is healthy. Let the home have a rhythm of peace, simple routines, gentle boundaries, and warm connection. Not rigid control, but wise structure. Children relax when life is predictable in loving ways. Teach this parent to correct with calm clarity. Let discipline be firm but measured. Let guidance be consistent. Let affection be visible. May this child never doubt that correction is part of love, not rejection. Father, I pray over their sleep again. Let their body relax at night. Let their thoughts slow down. If they wake, let them return to rest easily. Let their room feel like a quiet place, not a place of worry. Let the last words they hear each night be words of peace. And if this parent has carried hidden fear, I ask you to replace it with quiet confidence. Strengthen their heart. Help them release what they cannot control. Help them do what is wise today and leave tomorrow in your hands. Peace for a child often begins with peace in the parent. Give this family small, practical moments of connection, shared meals, brief prayers, gentle conversations, simple laughter. These are not small things. These are the building blocks of security. Lord, let this child grow with a stable sense of home. Let them know they are welcome. Let them know they belong. Let them know they are not a problem to solve, but a person to love. Heal what needs healing in their self-confidence. Strengthen what needs strengthening in their character. Finally, Father, give this child a calm future, not a perfect one, but a grounded one. Let them walk forward with steady steps. Let them learn. Let them grow. Let them trust. Let them rest. Psalm 91 says, "He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge." That picture is gentle. It speaks of warmth and closeness. Father, let this child experience you as safe. Let them associate your name with comfort. Let them learn that prayer is not a performance, but a place of rest. I pray over their mornings. Let them wake with a clear mind. Let their day begin without dread. If they feel nervous, steady them. If they feel excited, ground them. Let their thoughts be simple and hopeful. Place wise people around them, teachers, relatives, mentors, who reinforce what is good. I pray over their confidence. Let it be quiet and real. Let them know they can try, learn, and grow without being crushed by perfection. Let them handle mistakes with humility and courage. Let them recover quickly. Let them keep their heart open. I pray over their sensitivity. If they feel things deeply, guard them. Help them not to carry what is not theirs to carry. Teach them to release worries. Teach them to talk. Teach them to ask for help. Teach them that strength includes honesty. And I pray over this parent's voice. Let it be the voice of stability in the home. Let it be slow to anger and quick to build. Let their words be firm when needed, but never harsh. Let their presence feel safe. Give them wisdom to know when to speak and when to listen. Father, let peace settle over this home like quiet morning light. Let the atmosphere change gently. Let tension ease. Let the space feel warmer, calmer, safer. May this child flourish under steady love and steady faith. Now, as we near the end of this section, I bless your child in simple terms. May their mind be calm. May their heart be steady. May their sleep be deep. And may their joy return quickly. May they feel protected, guided, and loved. May they remember, even when they are young, that they are not alone. Father, we place this child into your care with calm trust. We do not demand instant changes. We ask for steady growth. Teach them to rest in your shelter, and teach this parent to lead with quiet confidence. Let tonight be calmer than yesterday. Let tomorrow be steadier than today. Let this child feel safe in the ordinary moments, and let your presence become their quiet anchor wherever they go. Give them good rest, clear thoughts, and a gentle heart. Guard their steps with wisdom. Shape their character with patience, and fill this home with a calm that can be felt without being explained. Let peace be the first story they learn about you and the last they remember. Now, if you are choosing to agree with this prayer, say it softly and clearly, covered in peace. As we bring this prayer to a close, I want you to settle your heart for just a moment. You have not come here out of fear. You have come here out of love. And love that seeks peace is not weakness, it is wisdom. Psalm 91 reminds us that dwelling in God's shelter is not a temporary visit. It is a steady position. It is a life lived under faithful presence. Father, I place this child into your care again with calm trust, not with urgency, not with anxiety, but with confidence in your steady oversight. Let your presence remain close in the ordinary moments. When this child laughs, be near. When they learn, be near. When they rest, be near. Let peace become the atmosphere of their growing years. Strengthen this parent listening right now. Quiet any lingering worry. Replace it with perspective. Remind them that steady leadership shapes steady children. Remind them that small, repeated acts of faith build strong internal foundations. Help them continue speaking calm reassurance. Continue modeling balanced responses. Continue trusting you with what they cannot control. Lord, let this home reflect stability. Let conversations be measured. Let correction be wise. Let affection be visible. Let patience grow. May this child never doubt that they are loved and guided. May they grow with a deep sense of belonging and security. As they move into tomorrow and the days ahead, let them carry peace with them. Let their thoughts be ordered. Let their emotions be steady. Let their sleep be restful. And let their identity remain anchored in truth. If you are choosing to stand in agreement with this prayer, type the words, "Covered in peace." Thank you for praying with me. Remain steady, remain faithful. Where God's presence is constant, peace becomes lasting.